Yeah, how's it going there? These comments are for SA, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at Stealth, the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT. You're also one of my students here at California State University, San Bernardino, and you completed an integrated speaking practice test. So let's hear what you have to say.
I read the passage and listen to the speaker. After I read the passage and listen to the speaker, they give to us 2 examples.
I would say after I read, you don't really need to worry about that. Just get right to the point. The reading passage states, and then the lecture supports this by stating, just state what the relationship is. You don't have to worry about the I or the we. Focus more on the content. That's what a summary is. It's more of an objective presentation of the ideas.
Of how advertisement effect on personal life. The reading passage.
Yeah, but what exactly does the point make in the reading? What is the exact relationship between the reading and the listening passage? You want to make sure that you state what that connection is early on.
Provide that the advertisement impact person behavior because of TV and radio and living room.
So far you're about 24 seconds into the speech, but you haven't really said a lot of information. So you need to get to the point as quickly as you can, because for the TOEFL, you don't have a lot of time. So if you do this in the beginning, you say the reading passage discusses the political effects of advertising, and the listening passage talks about the economic effects of advertising. That only takes about 7 or 8 seconds to do that. Then you'll say, first of all, according to the reading passage, advertising can have political effects. Then you'll say, second of all, according to the listening passage, advertising can affect people economically. So if you state those key points right away, and that'll be much easier in terms of making the connections.
The next example from the speaker. The speaker says that the customers may pay any expensive things because they saw it in the commercial. In short, the advertisement has the economical and political effect on people's life.
Okay, so you make the connection at the end, right? You state what the purpose is at the end. But during the body of your presentation, I don't think you've included all the necessary information from the reading and the lecture, and you could probably do a better job organizing the content. So what do you do now? I do have some suggestions for you right now. In terms of your score, let's take a look at that. I'm looking at the rubrics right now, so I'm going to put you in the 2 range. So with pronunciation, you're having some awkward pauses, some hesitations in there. That makes it sometimes difficult to understand. In terms of your language use, your grammar and your vocabulary, I feel like you're a little bit limited with your grammar and your vocabulary, so that you can't really fully express your ideas. In terms of topic development, I think you need a better organization. So to help you with pronunciation, I'd recommend that you regularly begin completing the pronunciation lessons of my course. Start with the vowel and the consonant sound lessons. When you're done with that, then you can move on to the more sophisticated or the more difficult areas of the pronunciation section of my course. Now, to address some of your grammar limitations, my TOEFL grammar lesson number 7, I think is going to be useful for you. And start spending some time going through those lessons. You can focus with the writing and the grammar exercises. Now, to address some of your organizational ideas, the first thing is you have to get what the main point is of the reading. You want to make sure you can state that, so you probably have to do some reading practice to get used to that. Now, you also want to state what the main point is of the lecture. Likewise, you probably need to focus a little bit on listening in order to do that. So to help you in those areas, I recommend that you review listening lesson number 1 and reading lesson number 1. That's definitely going to get you going in the right direction in those areas, right? So a combination, I think, of addressing certain problems in those different areas, you definitely can begin to make some more progress with your academic English language proficiency. Anyway, thank you very much for submitting this practice test, and I look forward to hearing from you again.